Hello students, welcome to YouTube channel Vidya for Success.
Dear students, from this video, let us start a new unit, classification and tabulation. We already know that in a statistical investigation, we will be gaining the knowledge, we will be knowing what is the truth. In order to gain the knowledge as well as truth, we have to go through a lot of data. Let us say an investigation is based on 1 lakh units. Nothing but you are meeting and you are collecting 1 lakh units. Once you collect data from 1 lakh units, is it a simple task to analyze all those data? No, it's not a very easy procedure. The data is very voluminous, very bulky data. So you need to go through each and every piece of information so that you can come to a proper conclusion. So in order to make the life easy of the enumerator and also the investigator, the data what has been collected needs to be classified and later it needs to be tabulated so that analysis can be done in a proper way. So that's why in this particular unit we will be studying how to classify the data and later how to tabulate these classified data. Okay, so this particular unit will help us to understand the data in a better way. So classification. So what is classification of data? Usually the data collected is very bulky in nature and also it will be complex. It cannot be understood easily and also not suitable for statistical analysis because the data as you have fetched from the field, it will not be processed one. So you need to process it in a better way to analyze the facts. So such data needs to be arranged, grouped and classified according to similar characteristics. For example, if a particular data corresponding to a college we are having in hands, okay, let us say that in a college there are 500 students. So this particular data is of no use. Now you need to classify this particular data. Out of 500 students, how many of them are boys, how many of them are girls? Next, again followed by that, out of these so many boys and so many girls, how many of them have chosen a particular combination? How many of them have gone for language, particular language, Kannada or Hindi? So the classification, how can be done with this classification? First of all, we need to arrange them, we need to group them according to a particular common characteristic and classify them. So all these things will be done under classification of data. So the classification and tabulation are the process of organizing the data. Once the data are organized properly, then retrieving the needed information will be easy for us. It's just like you will be going for a library. In the library, if the books are organized in a proper way, then the book what you are looking for, fetching that particular book, finding that particular book will be an easy process, or else it will be a very difficult task. So classification will help us to analyze the organized data. So let us understand the classification of data with a particular definition. So what is classification? Classification is the process of arranging the data into groups or classes according to common characteristics possessed by the items of the data. So we will be collecting the data for a particular item. After collecting the data of a particular item, we are going to group them on a particular common characteristic. As I said, in a college there are 500 students, but again they can be classified. How can they can be classified? Depending upon a particular common characteristic. So men will be classified into one group, and similarly females will be classified into another group. So here we are going to classify the items depending upon a common characteristics. They will be made into one group or one class. So this particular procedure or process of arranging the data into groups according to a common characteristics possessed by the items is called as classification. Now let us go through the definition given by Professor Horace Secrest. Okay, so what is the definition given by him? He says that classification is the process of arranging the data into sequence and groups according to their common characteristics or separating them into different but related part. So according to Professor Horace Secrest, he says that what is classification? It is a process of arranging data in a sequence. What is meant by sequence? For example, if there are 100 students are there, Okay, if 100 people are there, if you want to arrange them according to the sequence of their age of birth, then these data, these people, they can be arranged according to the date of birth. So once we will be following a particular sequence, maybe depending upon the date, the alphabetical procedures, what the year of origin, like that. So what is classification? We will be arranging the data into sequence of groups. There will be too many different groups. Each group will be having a particular common characteristics, or else we are separating them into different groups, but all of them belong to a particular part. This is the definition given by Professor Horace Sechrest. Next, what are the objectives of classification? Why we have to consider this? The first objective is to reduce the size of the data. As you all, most of you might have witnessed, for census enumeration, people will come to your home, they will collect data, they will collect too many data. So they are not going to collect data only from one individual. It is a census survey, so they will be meeting people from each and every places. Let us say they are meeting around 1 crore people. So the data collected from these 1 crore people is very voluminous, very bulky data. But if they are kept as it is without separating them, without any classification, that then analysis is very, very difficult. So in case another important thing is, if you want to reduce those size of data which are very voluminous, then that can be easily done by classification. So what is the first objective of classification? To reduce the size of the data. Second one is to bring the similarities together. So out of the collected data, if they are categorized, if they are grouped on a similar characteristics, then it will be easy. So another objective of classification is to bring similarities together. Next one is to facilitate comparisons. So usually after any exam results, there will be a very good comparisons made. What is the results performance with respect to boys and girls? What is the performance with respect to urban and rural population? Like that. So if you want to make any such comparisons, then first and foremost you need to go with classification of the data. That's the fourth objective is to give importance to significant features of the data. So if the data are kept as they are collected without any classification, then you cannot give importance to any one piece of information. So if you want to give priority, a preference to any one significant feature of the data, then that can be easily done only with the classification. For example, in the case of our coronavirus case, COVID-19 case, every day we are collecting too much of information, too much of data. On the collected data, we are making studies. So now we have after collecting the data, for example, now I would like to know, is there after recovering from the COVID-19, is there any problem later? Yes, now the results have shown that yes, there will be significant damage done to our immune system. Even if we survive the COVID-19, later on, in case if there is a second wave, if we come across another COVID virus, then our immune system will be very weak. Then the chances of we surviving will be very slim. So here they have collected too much of data, but I am looking into only one particular piece. What will happen? Okay, this is another objective. Fifth one is to enable further statistical analysis. So if the collected data are kept without classification, it will be difficult for us to make any statistical investigation or statistical analysis. So if you want to make any future further analysis, then the classified data is the best one. So these are the objectives of classification. Next, types of classification. So the data collected from the fields, they can be classified on a different basis. Simply you cannot classify them. Some on depending on particular common characteristics or depending upon certain parameters, you need to classify them. So the first type of classification is called as chronological classification, also called temporal classification. Second, geographical classification, also referred as spatial classification. The third one is qualitative classification, and the last one is quantitative classification.